Om Sai Ram. Welcome to Living Spiritually. The Immaculate Conception of Sai Baba and his first advent in Shirdi. Nobody knew the parents' date of birth or place of birth of Sai Baba. Many inquiries were made and many questions were put to Baba and others regarding these matters. But no satisfactory answers have yet been obtained. We know nothing about these matters. Namdev and Kabir were not born like ordinary mortals. They were found as infants. Namdev was found on the banks of Bhimarathi river by Gonai and Kabir on the banks of Bhagirathi river by Tamal. Sai Baba's story was similar. He first manifested himself as a 16-year-old boy under a neem tree in Shirdi for the sake of his devotees. Even back then, he seemed to be full of knowledge of the Brahma. He had no desire for worldly objects, even in his dreams. He had kicked out Maya and Mukti, that is the deliverance, was serving at his feet. An old woman in Shirdi described him thus: a young lad, fair, smart, and very handsome. He was first seen under the neem tree, seated in an asan. The people of the village were wonderstruck to see such a young boy practicing hard penance with no regard for the heat or cold. By day, he associated with none, and by night, he wasn't afraid of anybody. People wondered where this young chap had turned up from. His form and features were so beautiful that a mere look endeared him to everyone. He did not go to anybody's door and always sat near the neem tree. Outwardly, he looked very young, but through his action, he was a real great soul. He was the embodiment of dispassion and was an enigma to everyone. One day, it so happened that God Kanoba possessed the body of a devotee, and people asked him, Deva, please tell us whose son this boy is and where he came from. God Kanoba asked them to bring a spade and dig in a particular place. When it was dug, bricks were found underneath a flat stone. Where the stone was removed, a corridor led to a cellar where cow mouth shaped structures, wooden boats, and necklaces were seen. God Kanoba said this lad practiced penance here for 12 years. Then people began to question the lad about this. He put them off the scent by telling them that it was his guru's holy resting place and requested them to guard it well. The people then closed the corridor just as they found it. As Ashwatha and Audamba trees are held sacred, Baba regarded his neem tree equally sacred and loved it the most. Malsapati and the other Shirdi devotees regarded the site as the final resting place of Baba's Guru and prostrated before him. Om Sai Ram. Om Satchidananda Sadguru Sainath Maharaj Ji ki Jai.